It's like 2:30ish in the morning, and I decided I wanted to make French cinnamon muffins. So that's what's gonna happen today. I have all my ingredients out. I just need to melt some butter and stuff like that. Flour, some cinnamon. I've already preheated the oven as well, so you can see that it's preheated to 425 degrees. The link for this recipe is in the description. So let's get started. Oh, you know what? Fuck, I need to melt the butter. Let's go ahead and do that. 1/3 cup of butter, melted and cooled. I'll let that do its melting. I don't need to touch it. I'm gonna use a rubber spatula. Melt, melt, melt the butter. Alright, next thing, I already have 2 cups of self-rising flour. If you don't know what that is, Bisquick is self-rising flour. So, in a large bowl, stir flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Mix. I'm gonna go ahead like this rubber spatula off and mix this together thoroughly before I add the wet mix to it. I'm going to mix in a small bowl I have over here with the 2/3 cups of milk, which some of that spilled out. It's alright. I was generous in how much milk I put in there just to be sure. And the egg, which I will crack on it. 1 egg. Can you hear the butter? I hope you can't, because it's kind of loud for me. It's just melted. I have to wait for it to cool down so that it doesn't start cooking the egg. And it turns down. Wait for this to cool to the side. When you're done mixing, it should look relatively like this, hopefully. Well, I finished mixing all of the stuff together, and now I just have to wait for them to get golden brown and delicious. And then I'm going to melt another, I think, how much? 1/4 cup of melted butter, so I can dip the top part of the muffin into it, and then you dip it into cinnamon and sugar, and that's how you make cinnamon French muffins. So it's going to cook. I will show you. They're looking good already, and I just put them in like about 2 minutes ago, so that's pretty good. They're already rising to a nice fluffy deliciousness. Oh no, that might make somebody dizzy. We're okay. So see you back in like 13 minutes. They're done. Look at those. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm gonna go ahead and lift these and put them on the cooling rack so that I can dip them later. So that'll be fun. We should be good. I'm gonna let these cool, so we should be good.
Look, don't touch. Got this shit up in the bag, nigga, so clutch. It's only been a couple minutes since my last Dutch. If I quit last ditch, I got mad ups. Bust out the White House, bust out my reefer, bust out the back, bust out my speakers, bust out the trap, bust on the features. Mouth like a chop, I bust on the feature. Making all these moves for the visas. Pieces, yop, yop, speechless. Preaching like a nigga really seen Jesus. Highly C-I-C-I, y'all ain't Yeezy.